everybody, and welcome to the very, very first Petefighter Podcast. It's been a long time coming, and it has been a bit of an uphill struggle trying to get here, but I am so excited to finally get this off the ground and hopefully do some amazing interviews with some amazing people from all walks of life, all over the geek culture universe. So my first, and I couldn't have really asked anybody else for this, so my very first guest today is actually MsBamba, Cindy from Sonicboombox. You're on now, Cindy.
Yeah, I'm waving. I'm waving.
I'm waving. Thank you so much for joining me on this. When I decided to do this podcast, I really wanted somebody on as my first guest that I felt really comfortable with, and we've been doing lots of stuff together quite recently, doing some twitching together, but we'll get onto that later. But just wanted to say massive thank you for coming on and stuff. So for those who don't know MsBamba or Cindy, give us an intro, give us a rundown of who you are, and give us all the website plugs, and let's get all that stuff out the way.
Okay. My name is Cindy Cortez. I have a last name. I was born June 10th.
Okay, you're giving us the real rundown.
I was born in Gotham. My name is Cindy, and I'm one of the organizers for Sonicboombox. I run it with my partner and fiance, John. I've been doing this now full-time 2 years, but Sonicboombox has been around for 6 years.
Wow.
You can find I run the social media on Sonicboombox IG and Facebook, and sometimes Twitter. If not, you can find me on Twitch with Pete.
So that was a nice little brief background on yourself. So what's inspired you to sort of get into, like, give us the rundown of like how Sonicboombox like came about, like what began it all?
For me, I was actually just got enrolled in college, and it was not fun. College is not fun.
What were you studying in college?
I was studying new media technology because I wanted to work in advertisement.
Okay.
I guess you can see it now if you see our Sonicboombox posts or advertisement when we do events. It's either me or John that do the graphics. So
okay.
But I already knew how to do that. So
they're pretty slick.
I actually dropped out of college. I only went for like 3 months.
Oh, really?
They were teaching me. I already knew.
You're like, I don't need this. I don't need.
Yeah, I was like, why am I paying for this? I'm paying so much money, and they're just teaching me how to do cut and paste on Photoshop. I'm like, what is it?
You're like, I'm paying for this. I don't need to be here right now. So
yeah.
Okay.
So I dropped out. But while I was in college, I was trying to still try to have fun, and a lot of my friends were actually also in college, so I couldn't see them or they went away. The friends I grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I need to find new friends. Like, who can I hang out with? It was for like a lot of days. I was just me go home, and I was like, oh man, this sucks. So I went online, and I looked up the website meetups here in the US.
Okay. I'm familiar with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I went on meetups because I was like, oh, let me see. There's like a group or something they meet up to play video games or something nerdy, because I would play on Xbox.
Right.
So I was like, oh, let me see, maybe I can go to tournaments and stuff like that, because that's something I like to do. I used to sometimes compete for fun. Nothing pro. It was just for fun.
Okay.
And then I found Match Fest, and then I decided to go. And when I went, that's where I met John, who is now my fiance.
Oh, so that's how you were like, oh.
Yeah, that's how it started. Him and his partner for Match Fest, Max, would organize those events. And
right.
When I started talking to him, he said he also runs Sonicboombox, and that was just his thing. And he started explaining me what Sonicboombox was. And he was like, well, I do it around a con, like New York Comic Con or Denver Comic Con. And because there's nothing to do after.
Okay.
Usually people just go to like a bar with their friends. But if you really want to meet somebody that's into the stuff you're into, there's no other perfect place but like a nerdy after con party.
Right.
So he was telling
So
me
you saw the gap in the market.
yeah, and we're like, that's true, because I was looking for somewhere to go and meet people. I went to Mashfaz, which is mostly focused on video games, and they still do it.
Yeah.
It's mostly fighting game at the party.
Right.
But then we're like, what if you just want to party?
Yeah.
So that's where Sonicboombox. Like it's
Right.
mostly like gathered. You can come cosplay. You can be wearing whatever you want, like nerdy related.
Anything goes.
Yeah, and you probably meet somebody like, oh, you both like My Hero Academia, and you just make a new friend, or just people that you would never think of meeting in person. Like, especially nowadays, we meet people through social media, and I guess we never find people in person. And we kind of start getting like not being social in person. Like, oh man, I can't talk to this person. I'm so used to typing.
This is true, yeah. It feels a bit weird when you actually have to talk to somebody in person. I mean, like, even doing this, I'm a bit like...
It is.
You can...
I'm like,
can't edit yourself.
When I talk a lot, my cheeks start hurting because I'm like, I'm not used to talking. Even though it's kind of part of my job, I need to talk to people. But it's still sometimes hard because I grew up not being so social.
Right.
So...
Okay.
But now I have the
now
most
that's your job.
job.
You have to be social.
Yeah, I have the most social job, and I'm like,
you're a social.
It has taken me out of my comfort zone, but it's still like sometimes I'm like, what do I say?
Awkward.
Yeah.
That's
so
fun.
That's how
cool.
I got introduced into Sonicboombox.
Yeah.
I started talking to John. We weren't dating at all. We were just friends. I was actually seeing somebody at the time.
Oh, okay. So then all of this. So when you set up Sonicboombox with John, were you just friends or did...
We were just friends. He was already doing it he was usually just doing it for New York Comic Con.
Right.
And when I decided to start helping him was actually for AwesomeCon. I think it was their second year when he partnered with AwesomeCon. No, it was the first year for AwesomeCon because the previous year he did an AwesomeCon unofficial party. Usually a lot of the parties that we do are unofficial, like we just do it after a con, or we just call it a Sonicboombox con. But actually AwesomeCon hit up John if he would like to make it the official con, and they worked out a deal.
Ah, okay. That's cool.
So a lot of our parties are the unofficial party,
right.
But we have had some cons have reached out to us to do their official party or collab together. But AwesomeCon was the first. So I ended up going to DC because I wanted to check out AwesomeCon, and he invited me to come hang out with him. And then after I saw how he ran the party, I had a lot of feedback.
You're like, I've got notes, and this is how it's going to run from this point on.
Yeah,
I love it. Well, knowing you as well, I know that's perfect. I can just see John being like, "What? Okay, just do it."
And after that, we'll just have like notes and like we'll talk about it, and we'll go to cons together. But for a while, we were just friends till I guess I'm not sure when it became official. That was maybe when I got my first business card and it said Cindy, creative director of Sonicboombox. I guess that's when it was official.
All right.
Which was like basically 2 years ago when I got fired from my day job. I decided to make Sonicboombox a full-time thing for me. So my previous job, I was an assistant for a fashion consulting firm. So I have pretty organizing skills. Like I'm very organized. I'm used to scheduling stuff.
Okay.
Doing research and stuff because I used to work on fashion brands and make sure they had their whole year plan laid out for their collection.
That's cool.
So I kind of use my skills from fashion.
You're bringing it into this. Well, you've basically answered every question that I had, so we're done here.
We're done?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I've got lots of questions for you. You didn't get off that easily.
Okay. That's good.
So
There's a lot.
I knew this was going to be the case. It was just going to be me and you giggling all the way through this. Like,
Yeah, we're just like.
and we're just be like, yeah. Maybe it wasn't such a great idea. Right, no, it's good. It's good. Anyway, right. So, what have you been your experiences and some of the like ups and downs of like, you know, working with these massive parties on this like massive scale? You know, you well, like you said, you're like very organized, but I mean, it must be a logistical nightmare, because I know like your turnaround is super quick, because you're like doing one party one weekend and then you're already in like pre-production for like the next weekend. You know, like you're just about to, where are you going to next week?
I'm going to AwesomeCon
this weekend, yeah.
I'm leaving Thursday morning, which is tomorrow at 4 a.m. driving because we have a booth. So I bring a lot of, we have a couple of like our merchandise that we still have left.
I'm wearing a t-shirt right now, so
which she is, and I'm wearing one.
Wear a hat.
You might bring it back. Oh well, we have 12 on this one because that's when Sonicboombox started.
2012.
Yes, right. It was like 2 parties, and every year has been growing. So I think last year we kept we keep records of every year and see what we've done, which cons and the numbers, just to compare or be prepared for next year. And last year I think we had 35 events throughout the year.
That's a lot of events.
Yeah.
That is a lot of it. So like what typically, like, what are the sort of ups and downs that you have in that, like, what I don't really know how to phrase that question better, but like, you know, what are the highlights for you and the things that you like kind of dread when you're going into a new venue, like
for like trying a new con, or just in general?
Just in general, like, you know, like even like New York Comic Con that you've been doing for like years, like you must,
go wrong. Something's always gonna go wrong. As much as I like to prepare and try to have something ready, like cables can stop working. Like we have to connect, especially when we work with big sponsors. They want to make sure their logo is everywhere. And
right. Yeah.
A cable, like an HDMI cable, can stop working for some reason, and it worked all the time, and then I can't plug in the laptop to play the logo on the projectors, and I'm like, shit, I have to run to Best Buy, I gotta buy a new HDMI, run back. Like anything can go wrong.
Yeah, anything can happen.
Somebody didn't add somebody to the guest list, but I didn't have that name, and then I'm like, I don't know who you are, and then I like, oh, they're actually on the guest list. I'm like, well, I didn't have the guest list. Like,
okay.
So many things go wrong
when you're at the
big companies.
Yeah, when you're at the con and stuff, I know you're almost a bit of a. I know John doesn't always come with you to each to each event, so you're kind of like a one-man show out there. You're like the point person for every single thing that's gonna go wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
So it all falls down on you, which obviously can be a bit daunting at times.
Like our rack could break, and then I have to like rush to like Bed Bath and Beyond and buy a new one, or there's a screw that came on loose, or anything could go wrong. Everything and anything has happened already, and there's sometimes when I'm like, oh, like I have not cried yet at a con or at a party, but I would just be.
But there's still time.
But there's times where I would just have to like step out the venue or the con and just get some fresh air. I just put myself back together.
Just
I'm like,
breathe.
I got
this. Do your like self affirmations and, you know, like get back in there.
Yeah.
Like, the pep talk, coach. I got this, and get back in.
But yeah, and I guess it's a little easier when it's just our event, because it's me that has the last choice basically on how things are going to end. But when we work with like a big company, like we have worked with Capcom, Lecrae, Funimation, Left Field Media, like I have to wait on them, and what they want is
Yeah.
basically
Because they're
the
the
answer,
client at the
and I
end of
have
the
to make
day.
it
Yeah.
work. Like, they're like, we really need this projector on, or like, we need more bartenders, or
Uh-huh.
we need this guest. Like, it's really what they want, and that's why they hire us, because we can make it happen for them. Like what their vision is for their company party or their con. So that's when it's more stressful, because I'm like, I gotta do this.
I gotta do it. I gotta make it work.
Yeah, I have to make it work.
It's your
Like
make it
Tim
work
Gunn said.
moment. There you go. Tim Gunn would be
Yeah,
very proud. Make it work. Coming from a fashion background. Make it
yeah,
work.
exactly.
Make it work. Talking of making it work. So, what has been, in your opinion, your personal favorite event that you guys have done?
Oh man,
Is that that's a loaded question. That's quite a hard one to
so
like.
many. I guess there's not a favorite one, but I guess just my favorite thing that happens at our parties is just seeing people like get along and talking to each other and meeting new people, and like people just like are having so much fun, and like it's time to shut down the party, and people are just like having a blast. And it can be like, even like sometimes we have parties that are like small or not that crowded, or we can have like the most biggest party ever, like when we have at the Globe in LA. Like, I just like seeing people happy, and it feels good to know that it's something that we created and like we provided. And I guess that's what every event makes it worth it, like planning and rushing and traveling around, just seeing people enjoying themselves and having a safe place to be who they want to be.
That's awesome. Like, apart from yourself, who is a this is really off topic. Well, not off topic. This isn't on my script of questions, but I just thought of this. Like, apart from yourself, who is a sort of Sonicboombox love story, have you heard of anybody else that have met at one of your parties that have, like, you know,
Yes,
got
actually,
married or had kids now or something? Because I mean, you guys have been going for a few years, so.
we have gotten a lot of stories of
Oh.
couples meeting at our parties, friends, and even people that have come to our parties and have started their own nerdy companies because they got inspired from us. We actually got invited to a wedding of this couple that met through one of our parties. A lot of their first dates, they would just go to our parties because they could just get to know each other. I can mention them, like Taylor and Kimmy. Like I met him first. Because we were talking how we're big Star Wars fans.
Okay.
And like she's just she loves comic books and stuff. So they started talking. She also loves, and she works on Broadway as a bartender. And he's actually an actor. And they love that whole theater stuff, and they got to know each other through Sonicboombox, and we actually got invited to their wedding.
Wow.
And I was like,
so it was fate.
So it's like, so I don't know, it's just so amazing that we can like connect people and like they're married or friends.
There you go. You're responsible for all of, there's going to be a whole generation of geeky children that's going to be your fault.
I love it.
I love it. This is what I wanted.
Like I just also came back from SakuraCon, and one of the hosts of our party, she actually met her boyfriend 2 years ago at one of our parties. And there's a picture of them dancing next to each other, but they didn't know each other when that picture was taken.
That's funny.
And then they saw the picture of them, like, oh, you were at the party too? And they're like, yeah.
That's crazy.
And then they started talking, and then they date together. They actually just moved in together. When I went back and I was talking to them, they actually just found an apartment together. So I'm like, that's amazing.
There you go. There you go. Well,
yeah, there's like so many stories, and it's just, I love it. It's such a good feeling to have, like, when you're like, yes, people get to just meet each other and fall in love with the same things.
Well, I mean, like, especially speaking from my sort of own personal experiences with your parties, like, because we met obviously at We met at Mash Fest, wasn't it? It was the first. It was Mash Fest. It was the kickoff New York Comic Con
Yes.
2017. I want to say a couple of years ago, and I know Rob was sponsoring it with Insurgo, so he was like, "Oh, do you want to go to this party?" I was like, "That party? Yes, please." So I was there, and we got to talking. I mean, you were busy, but we talked for quite a while, and then we just kind of stayed in touch ever since, didn't we? So
Yes.
it really, and I met some awesome people that I still stay in touch with, from all of the parties. I sort of hit up all, because I think there were 3 different ones for New York Comic Con. There was
for New York Comic Con, we have 3 parties.
yeah, there was the kickoff, there was the Mash Fest kickoff, then there was the bowling,
the Baltimore one,
the
but that
Baltimore one, that was so fun, that one. I'm still upset that I lost to Rob at Mario Kart, but I'll live. And then the final big,
the third one
big
was at Split.
Yeah, that was really, really fun. Like, everyone was dancing up a storm, going crazy, and everyone was in cosplay, and I felt a bit underdressed because everyone else looked so amazing, like all these like cool cosplays, and I was just there in like jeans and a t-shirt. It was like, ugh.
People come all dressed up.
It's
like better than Halloween.
Yeah, they go all out. They went all all of them. But all of the events, people were going all out, like with their costumes and stuff. Like it was, it's definitely, it's an amazing experience, and it's definitely one that I can't wait to get back to. Like, for my next experience. I'm there. I'm gonna be there. I'm ready. Maybe I'll have a cosplay ready for next time, so I don't stick out like a sore thumb anymore. So speaking of venues and stuff, we just talked about the 3 different ones that you have. That thing. Do you have a favorite venue that you just like? Are like, oh, this one's home. This one's. Or they all just like
a company. We've been working a lot with Spin. And
okay,
hall. They're a company that has a couple. They've been opening location all around the U.S. But we started working with them because this is how the world works. Because the manager for the Spin NYC, he used to be an assistant manager for Bowmore, so he used to like be the person assigned to us. Like when we throw parties, he'll be like the one to make sure everything is running fine for our parties. So when he left Bowmore, he started working for Spin, and he told us we should check out the venue. And we started working with Spin NYC first, and we love the company. We now start using them for Spin Seattle, Spin Chicago, and Spin DC, which we're going to be having it this weekend, because they're also weird and also nerdy, because they run a ping pong hall, and like usually when you see people playing ping pong, you think it's just like nerdy people. So they get it. They totally get it. They love the environment and the people, and they're just so nice, and their staff is amazing. They're also nerds, so it's just kind of like a perfect collab. So we love working with them.
That's cool. That's awesome. I haven't been to Spin yet because I went to Bowmore. Bowmore was a lot of fun, but I have seen all of the like the pictures and photos and videos from Spin. So I'm excited to check it out. Are you going to be?
Yeah, they have so many awesome locations.
Are you going to be at Spin at this year's Comic Con?
Yes. We're using the one on 23rd Street.
Awesome.
We might be using they opened a second location in New York, and it's on 54th Street, which is a tight, smaller, but still pretty nice venue.
Okay.
It's pretty awesome.
Cool.
We love working with them.
We love it. We love you, Spin. There we go. Send out some love to Spin. Definitely go and check them out. If you are ever anywhere near one of their venues, go and check out Spin. If you want to play some ping pong and I guess have a drink and just hang out with your friends. Sounds fun to me. I'm terrible at ping pong, but I'll give it a go. So you work a lot with cosplayers. You're very, heavily into the cosplay community. I know, especially at the conventions, when you guys have a booth, you have signings and all that kind of stuff. Do you have like a core team that you work with, or how does how does it work with the cosplay community? Do you see somebody and you're like, oh my god, I want to work with them? Or, you know, I mean, I know there's certain ones that you've worked with a lot, like Vampy, DPD, and like those guys. They're kind of mainstays for you, but that you use a lot of up and coming people as well, which is nice. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just...
I'm answering your own question. Sorry, you answer it.
We do have our cosplayers we've been working with a lot, but also at the same time, a lot of them have become friends of ours. And don't get me wrong, we love hiring them, but sometimes we're like, we don't want people just to think we hired our friends. They're amazing and talented, and they can totally show why we love working with them. Like, they can make amazing props, and the contact they create is amazing. Like DPD, like I love him. And when I first, I can tell you how we started working with him. We started working with him because we saw he was coming to New York, and I actually didn't know he cosplayed a lot. Well, he doesn't really cosplay that much, but I didn't know that was his thing. I watched him because of his videos. I just thought he was this guy that dressed like Deadpool, making funny videos at cons. But
right,
I guess he's a cosplayer, but he does dress up other characters. But I saw that he said he was going to be in New York, and I just grabbed John. I was like, John, we gotta work with him. I love him. and so we reached out to him, and he said he'll be down to work with us, and he'll be one of the hosts. And ever since then, we actually are friends, and we hang out with him in California. That's where he's based from, and hang out with his family, which, like, no, like, who does that? Like, you can
hang out with the piddies.
Yeah, like hang out with his family, and it's just get to know him in the personal way. And it's just like, it's crazy that I would watch his videos on YouTube, and now I can just like hang out with him, or just text him, be like, hey man, what's up? I guess you can see on social media he's like really into sneakers, and I love sneakers too, so we can talk about that. And it's just like, he went from somebody that I really wanted to work with, and now he's like a close friend, which is crazy.
Awesome.
And there's like other cosplayers that have transitioned from just like me working with them because I wanted to, but now they're like amazing friends. At the same time, I feel like I don't want people to think that I'm just hiring my friends. It just happened to turn out to be like that.
I suppose, especially when you work with people, like, I mean, that's the thing. Like, a lot of the companies that I've worked with, like, over the time, like in Sergo, like, we just started like a professional relationship, like, you know, doing giveaways and stuff, and then we became friends because you just end up talking a lot, and that's it's not that you become like favoritism and stuff. It's just that when you have a working relationship with people like that, and especially when over so many different conventions as like you do, then
and then they also understand the way you work and how you like to have things planned out. It makes things so much smoother, which is things that like we can also avoid with when we're doing a party. I'm like, oh, we have to worry if people are going to be running late, if they're the hosts, or make sure people know they're coming or their schedule. And I want to work with new people, and we've been trying to work with new people. There's always a trial and error just to see how they interact with people, because seeing them online and then meeting them in person might be a different experience. And a lot of times, first times, I guess a lot of people don't notice this, but I sometimes recognize cosplayers because I do follow a lot of them or check them out on social media because I'm always trying to find new cosplayers to work with. And sometimes I see them coming to our parties, and I try to talk to them, because also a lot of people don't know who I am. I know you're interviewing me right now, and I'm one of the key people of Sonicboombox, but a lot of people don't even know who I am, and they just think I'm a weird girl trying to talk to them.
You're like, I've been emailing you for the last 5 months, you know, working all this out. We have talked.
And like a lot of times I talk to people, or just trying to get to know them to see how they are, and then I decide to start working with them. It's just like most important part is like me getting to know them and see how they are, or just checking out their social media, how they interact with fans, and then from there I reach out to them and tell them if they would like to work with us, either as a host or a featured guest, or one of the judges at a con or at our table.
That's cool.
So yeah, I'm always down. I mean, just come to the parties and say hi, or
Come say hi. Come find this lady here.
yeah,
Find that lady. I'm pointing the wrong way. Find this lady here. Go talk to
Yeah.
her. Make friends with her. Buy her a drink.
because we do
Talk about shoes.
shoes. Because I get a lot of messages on Sonicboombox social media because I'm the one that checks it, of people asking us how they can be a future guest or host or signing at our table. And usually I just tell them to send me their social media, and then I start following them and just see how they grow.
Yeah.
But I guess people think like, oh, why didn't they hire me? I guess people just want me to hire them right away, and I'm like, that's not how it works.
No, I mean, the interview process is kind of, social media these days, like especially for these kind of events.
I see what cons they're going, and I try to, if I see they're a con that I'll try to go see them and see how they are and get to know them and introduce myself.
Yeah.
In person. But I guess a lot of people sometimes feel like, oh, why haven't I heard back? I'm like, it takes time.
Yeah, and you're a very busy lady.
The project that we're working for at the moment. Like, I have right now I'm planning 5 parties or events, and maybe you might not fit the ones we're doing now, but one might come up later.
This is true as well. People have their specific niches, and oh dear, why is that happening? It says my battery is running low on my computer. That's no good. There we go. For some reason, the thing had come out. Anyway, so I'll edit that out. Maybe I won't. Let's leave it raw. Anyway. What was I saying? So yes, you work with the thing. What has there been anybody that you kind of answered that question with the D-Pity story, but has there been anybody else that you've met and you've been able to work with that you're like, this is kind of a dream come true kind of thing,
Well, sometimes we don't just work with cosplayers, we also work with I guess the title for them is influencers or YouTubers.
Yeah.
Or streamers that I've met, and I was like, I watch your stuff. And I'm like, I guess another one, it's Leo. He's known for all his stuff Disney. He is also known for being because he looks a lot like Prince Eric from The Little Mermaid.
Okay.
And I will watch his YouTube videos with his girlfriend, Sarah, and I just love
this guy. Is he the one that does the he does funny videos as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, with some friends he gets featured. He's Cuban. He's Hispanic. I will watch his videos and follow him.
Okay.
I'll just put it on the camera. You guys can see him.
I think I know. Okay. Oh yes, I know who you mean. Yeah. I do recognize him.
So I kind of had a crush on him. I mean,
You're like, John who? Bye.
John who, yeah.
John, you're not coming to this con. You're busy, right?
Yeah. So I met him. I don't know why my camera now is super.
It's it's gone steamy. It's steamy windows now. It's steamed up. No, it's okay now. It's okay.
Okay. So, there you go. It went back. Okay. It was, got steamy in here. I had a crush on him because I was like, he's cute, whatever. But I just love that he's so into Disney, and I'm like, so I met him at one of our parties, and then I was like, oh my god, that's Leo. And then we ran into each other a couple other times, or he came to our parties a couple times, and I was like, dude, just let us know whenever you guys want to come. Always welcome. And now he follows me. And I was like, hey. So yeah. Leo, who else? Not just guys. I fangirl over girls too. There's this cosplayer, her name is Emily RX. And I love her so much. We got her as one of our hosts for last year. Always wanted to work with her. But she disappeared for a year from the cosplay community. And I was like, oh man, what happened? But I love her because she's so into Dragon Ball, and her Dragon Ball cosplayers are amazing, and
Oh,
she's super
was that for
talented.
the Dragon Ball event that you did last year?
What was it?
Was that for the Dragon Ball event that you did last year?
No, that was for Anime Expo.
Oh, okay.
For the Saturday party.
Okay.
Uh, she's so good, but we didn't have her in her Dragon Ball cosplay because it's a lot of armor and a lot of makeup, and at the party, I don't think she would be comfortable
Yeah.
wearing that. But I got to work with her. She's amazing.
That's cool. Just as an offshoot, just while you're talking about that, so I don't forget, like when you hire like a cosplayer or something, do you have the choice of what cosplay that they bring as the client? You know, you say like, yes, you can be the host, but you have to wear your My Hero Academia cosplay or your Dragon Ball cosplay or your Street Fighter cosplay or...
It depends. It always depends on the event or the client. When we did the Devil May Cry events
Yeah.
before the launch, we worked with Vampy.
Uh-huh.
Also a great friend, but we hired her, so it was just a good thing also with friends. They know when we hire them, it's work, and it's that's when we're friends, but we have to it's a job. We're getting paid. You have to take it serious.
Seriously. Of course, yeah, of course.
So we hired her to do a Dante because
Right.
that was something that Capcom wanted. Like they wanted her to make a Dante cosplay. So we told her and see if she would be comfortable to walk around as Dante, or if she had enough time to make her Dante cosplay. And she said, yeah.
Yeah.
So if the company really wants, yeah. When we do our parties, sometimes it depends on the theme.
Uh-huh.
Like we just had the Avengers Endgame party here in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the cosplayers that we hire, Amoizi, she has an amazing Valkyrie. So we asked her if she would be comfortable to wear it, or it's not going to be too much, and was totally fine. Sometimes other cosplayers might just be at the con the whole day, and we have to also take that in consideration. And they come
Right. Yeah,
party,
yeah.
they just want to be comfortable, and we're like, it's fine. So we just talk about it, plan it out. Like, oh, are you going to be at the con the whole day? Can you wear this? Can you wear our merch? And I guess it depends on the con and the event too.
Yeah.
But we do try to get them to wear our cosplays, but sometimes we have to, we don't try to be selfish. We try to make sure they're okay and having fun, because you don't want to have a host wearing their armor at a party and not having a good time, because then
Yeah.
like that's the point of our party, for everybody to have fun. And
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And if your star guest is there looking miserable, I mean,
yeah,
like,
we
it's
don't want,
game
like,
over.
oh shit.
Oh, look at Vampy. What have they done to her? She looks miserable, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just, we try to look out for everybody. Like if they're fine wearing their cosplay, like, okay, fine,
Yeah.
that's awesome. But if we think like they'll be tired after the con, like, just wear something cute. You're good, girl.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. You briefly touched on Capcom and Devil May Cry, which was a big launch party that you did.
Yes, I think
Oh, yeah.
now that's like one of the highest things we've done. That's the highest thing we're ever gonna do. It's over. We're looking.
You're done. Retiring. You're retiring. You're going to move to Florida, go to Disneyland every day. Disney World every day.
We work with Capcom for their two fan events, one
Yeah.
in Seattle and one in New York.
Yeah.
We had the developers there. We had Vampy there. We had the game there for people to play before it launched.
Before it launched, yeah. I was very jealous.
I didn't even eat the pizza because I was just running around.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah, it was such an honor to work with
With Capcom.
Capcom. It's
So yeah, I mean, like you've worked with like so many big brands now. I mean, like, can you sort of give us I know you briefly touched on it earlier, but can you give us a rundown of like what you've done with certain companies? You've done with Funimation and
Funimation is like I guess Capcom was like an amazing date, but Funimation is a pretty
long-term relationship.
long-term relationship.
It's a marriage. It's a marriage.
Not yet there.
Not
We'll
yet.
see.
Okay.
There's the official girlfriend of Sonicboombox.
Okay. They haven't put the ring on it yet.
Yeah. But we work so much with Funimation, and it's also a dream for me because I love anime, and I never thought we would work with them. It just happened.
Yeah.
Like it was the most random way we got connected with them, and it was amazing. I guess I can tell you now because the person at the company is not working there anymore, but it's fine. He didn't get fired. He just works for another company now.
Okay.
But
Yeah, he
me
didn't
and
get
John,
fired, everyone. He
it
was
wasn't
not fired.
bad.
It was his decision.
But we ended up going to PAX East, is the one in Boston. We went to the one in
PAX East.
Boston.
PAX East?
Yeah.
Yeah, PAX
Yeah.
East.
And we were at this party. Me and John, we weren't throwing a party. We just went to have fun and get to see people we haven't seen in a while. I think back then there were not so many cons, so it's easier. So we went to PAX. We went to say hi to some people we haven't seen in a long time. I want to check it out because I've never been, and I've never been to Boston at that time. And we went to this party, and I guess this is where me being obsessed with certain things comes in handy because I also watch a lot of YouTube. I recognize this guy at the party. His name is Justin Rojas, and I recognize him because he would be the person talking in Funimation's videos, like introducing DVDs or upcoming events. Or
Okay.
On Funimation social media. And I'm like, wait, that's Justin Rojas from Funimation. And John has no clue who he is. He's like, what? Funimation, what? Like he didn't. I mean, he knew Funimation, well, but he didn't know how, I guess, big
Big
like,
it was, yeah.
Yeah, like he thought it was just like they just sell like anime DVDs. I guess like FYE. Like he didn't get the full picture of it, and I'm like, no, they also have amazing voice actors. They do some fun events. You know, they're awesome. I love Funimation. And I was like, oh, because I think at that point I wasn't really involved in Sonicboombox, so I didn't want to introduce myself. I told John to go introduce himself because he's the one that had the business card and it was his company. I'm like, oh, I think you actually talk to him. Like, you should talk to him and we can work something with Funimation. He's like, really? Like, because he never done like anime stuff. I was the one that I was really into anime. Like, I wanted to do something for like anime, like an anime party or something.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll go talk to him. John was walking towards him and he had a drink. And I think John bumped into somebody and he spilled his whole drink on Justin.
Perfect.
And then
that's an introduction.
And he's like, oh, sorry, man. I was like, oh, shit. Then I went in and I had some napkins. I was like helping him. I was like, I'm so sorry.
You're like dousing down his groin. He's like, I'm sorry. This is really awkward. Hi, here's my business card.
So we talked to him a bit there, which was good because it was not our own party. It was a different party. So we just got to talk to him. We had a couple drinks with him. And then actually, because we met him there, he's not in charge of events, or if he's in charge of social media and partnerships. So
okay.
That's what his department was, but he said he would introduce us to the person in charge of the events for Funimation. And then from there, we threw our first anime expo party. That's how we started doing anime expo. Thank you, Justin.
Thanks, Justin. We love you.
Actually, we owe Justin a lot. Like, he also introduced us to the people at Capcom. And that's how we started working with them, and we got the Devil May Cry deal because of Justin. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Justin. We love you, Justin.
Yeah, because of him, we got that, and he's such an amazing person. Now he works for the Dallas Fuels, for an esports team. So
cool.
Yeah, but that's how we started working with Funimation, and we've done so many events with them. They also let me throw their Dragon Ball premiere here in New York.
I saw that. That was cool. I like. knowing you and what a massive Dragon Ball fan you are, like I knew you were like screaming inside for that whole event. Like,
Oh my god, I couldn't believe it. It was up to me to make the guest list. I'm like, ha, I have the power.
you're like, the guest list is me, and me. Nobody else.
And I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Like we got to do that a mini premiere here in New York.
Yeah.
Because and it's also a big deal because they do all their premieres. Funimation does all their premieres in LA or in Texas, where they're based from.
Right.
And they haven't done something in New York in a really long time.
That's cool.
And I was so happy I was able to do that. And I'm trying to get them to do more events here, but it's hard. even though we do work with them a lot, they do always check the numbers, like what's going to be the outcome for it, and that's something they consider a lot. And I do get care packages from them every month. They send me like a bunch of anime.
That's awesome. There you go. It's like your own personal loot crate.
Yeah.
You work with Loot Crate too, but like this is your own Funimation loot box.
Loot Crate box, yeah.
Loot Crate box, sending you
a really big box full of anime, and I'm like,
damn.
Awesome.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you, Funimation.
Thank you, Funimation. So, do you have like a dream company that you could work with? Oh, I don't even know why I'm asking. I probably know the answer to this question, but like, yeah.
I would love to work with the franchise Gears of War.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised. I thought you would have gone straight to Disney, but then there we go.
I mean, they could just. I would love to work with Disney, but I guess I was thinking more like something like game related.
Oh
like,
yeah, okay. So Gears of War, okay.
I would love to work with Gears of War, especially for their upcoming game. I think it should be coming out this year or next year. It's been on and off, so it's been a while. I love Gears of War. That's one of my favorite shooters. So I would love to work with them.
So there you go. If you are listening to this,
no, Disney is like the job I would want at Disney. I don't even think I'm qualified for it, but I think I can do it.
What job would you want at Disney?
I want to be an Imagineer.
An Imagineer? Well, I mean, like, there's definitely Imagineers that do what you do. That is their job.
I guess because the Imagineer I look up to is the one that creates a lot of the rides. It's the guy that has like the big plug. He's very old.
I know guy, yeah.
He created Mount Everest.
Yeah, I know the guy you mean.
Like he's also in charge of like a lot of like the development for like a lot of the lands.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like he's so cool. Like
I feel
like his job title is like requires him to have a lot also knowledge in architecture, stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, you've been in many different venues now.
Yeah, like,
you were like this would not work. I actually managed. I went to when I came off of working on Disney Cruise Line. My friend who was the Imagineer on the show that I was working on, he invited me to go and do a bit of consulting work because they were installing the show that I was doing there into Tokyo and Shanghai. So he said, we want to like make sure it's like all really good for, you know, the Asian market and stuff, and just come in and give feedback on what you've dealt with, because I've done the same show in Paris for the last
so many times, yeah.
10 years now. So, oh my God. I was only supposed to be here for 10 months. Here I am 10 years later. I'm still here. Yeah. I love my job. It's fine. But he came into we were in the office and we went out for lunch and we came back and everyone was missing, like in his office. And there was like one guy and he was like, where is everybody? And they were like, oh, there's a like an expo at the ride building. They're like showing off all the rides that they're doing for Shanghai, because Shanghai hadn't been finished yet. And he was like, oh, I'm not interested in that. And he saw my face and I was like, I want to go to that. And he was like, oh, I suppose that's really cool for you, isn't it? I was like, So we went over there and they were like handing out like candy floss and like popcorn, and it was like a real thing. And then you went sort of round and it was kind of like a design con for like all of the stuff that's, you know, for all the different departments to come and look at what they were. So they were showing off the thing for the Tron ride, and they were showing off the Ratatouille ride as well that was put into Disneyland Paris. It hadn't been built at the time, so they were like, this is going to be the Ratatouille, this is what it's going to look like, this is what you're going to sit in. And they had one of the big cars and you could sit in it to like try it out. It was really cool. So awesome. Yeah, if you can ever get out there and wangle your way into one of those, definitely.
Yeah, I would love to. I mean, if I could work for Disney, yes, but I think they have it under control.
You never know. You never know. There's definitely they definitely have like outside contractors. I know, especially in Disneyland Paris, they have outside contractors come in and do events for them. So it's not all in house. Sometimes they just say, this is the venue, this is what we want, this is the budget, go. You sort it out, because they're too busy doing all their own events. So when other stuff comes in, they just go, you know, pass it on to external companies like Sonicboombox to do. So if ever anything comes up, I'm going to be like, well, I know somebody that can do this. Yeah. Okay, so so what, sort of taking a little swift exit to the right here, but sort of what is your sort of current take on like convention culture? Like, it's really growing, and I feel like it's sort of growing at a sort of a massive rate at the moment. Like,
yeah, it's growing so much. It's crazy.
Especially like in the last couple of years, from what I've seen. Like I went to San Diego Comic Con in 2010. It was the first time I've ever been, and then I went the last year, and I was like, what the hell? Like, it literally took up the whole city. Like, everything was a venue. Like, when I first went, it was literally just the convention hall, and that was it. And there was a few things outside. This time, it was, like, everywhere. You couldn't go anywhere. It was just, like, the whole city was San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, as a fan, I love it so much. But... well, actually, opposite. As a business person, I love it because it's a lot of opportunity. But as a fan, I'm like, when this is too much sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, like there's so many cons now, and a lot of them overlap, like the main ones, and also like the little ones overlap the same weekends and dates, and sometimes you have to pick.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Yeah. Like, and also like we're already planning for 2020. And there's these cons that want to work with us because they see we work with other cons, and they hear from us because they see our names on the cons.
Yeah.
And they want to work with us. And now we're getting so booked that we might have to like not go to cons that we just go for fun. So like, I guess it's hard for me because you have to balance the work cons and the cons that you want to have fun. And we're kind of cutting down the ones that we have fun.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's amazing. It's growing.
Do you ever think that you're going to get to a point where you're not going to be a one-man show anymore, and you might have to hire somebody else to split the team so you do two cons at the same weekend, you know? You are in Chicago and in LA.
Yeah.
You know.
Because John can run the New York events. I've run the other events throughout the US, but it's getting to a point where we might have to like hire people.
Yeah.
I did hire somebody to go with me to SakuraCon. She's helped me run events here in New York, so I offer her to come with me to see if something that she might want to do.
That's cool.
She did really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I guess also us feeling comfortable, like letting go a little bit too.
That's the thing. It's been your baby for so many years now that you know you're becoming a victim of your own success, and then you like kind of have to let go and pass it on to other people. You know, it's a scary thing.
But, yeah, it's true. But if we want this to grow more, then it's something we have to do is hire people, like let people be in charge of certain things. Because right now it's me and John. Like me and John would like where I'm sitting right now, this is actually my workstation. Like if I turn the camera around, you'll see I have a planner here, I have a schedule, have notes, and next to me right here, that's John's workstation, and that's where he works. So it's just me and him sitting here. When we sit here, we talk about Sonicboombox because we also have to set a limit of how much we can talk about Sonicboombox. Because then, when do we talk about our relationship? Which at one point it was kind of getting to like we were just talking about Sonicboombox and like, are we just partners? Like business partners?
Yeah. It's having a healthy work
Yeah.
and
So I think we
personal
figured
life.
that part out because I built this workstation. We didn't have this workstation before. So I built this that way we can have somewhere where we can talk about Sonicboombox and plan things out. And then when we're somewhere else in the apartment, like here, the couch, and we can watch TV, like we don't talk about Sonicboombox because we just want to enjoy our company.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
not just think about work. But we just work. It's just me and John. Like me and John talk about like all the things we want to do, and then from there, I'm just checking on everything that needs to be done to make that happen. And I guess now we might need to, like sometimes also because I'm trying to like do my thing and I just on a Moonbox, I don't have enough time to do anything. Sometimes things like so like overlapping, and I'm like I don't know what to do. So I have thought of hiring people. Is this something that we need to transition to probably by next year? Like I need to have an assistant probably by then to help me with this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like talking on your growth as well. Like, are you looking to? I know we briefly spoke about you trying to get a to do a Sonicboombox here in Paris at some point. I was like, oh, that should be fun.
Yeah.
But like, are you looking to go more international and stuff like with it?
Yeah, I want to do Paris. I want to do Mexico. That's where my family's from, so I would like to do something there because when I went to Mexico, I saw how much nerdy stuff Mexico's into, which I didn't know.
Yeah, they're like really, I would say like Mexico and South America are like crazy into stuff. And I think as well because they don't have a lot of opportunities to get the stuff because it's mainly targeted at like the US market.
Yeah,
when they'll gobble up anything that they're given and they're really grateful for it when they get it, you know?
I know because it's hard because a lot of the companies don't really distribute in Mexico. So I didn't know like how much it was there for them to have access to. But when I went to Mexico, I actually found a building that was like 6 floors, just filled with like figures, manga, DVDs, games, all imported. And I'm like, whoa! And it was kind of expensive. And I was like, but people were buying it. And I was like, I guess you see how much they love it
because they love it. That's the
thing.
Yeah.
So I was doing my research in Mexico, and I really wanted work with La Molecon, and I actually found their office, and me and John went and trying to tell them about us, but they were like so confused. They're like, "What, a party?" Because I was talking to one of my friends from Mexico. She's a cosplayer, and she told me the first time I met her was at Anime Expo last year, and she said, she's like, when somebody told me, "Oh, we're going to a party," she's like, "What party?" And then she's like, "What? They have cosplay parties?" And she's like, "It's something completely new and not available in Mexico." So she's like, "You should totally do it."
Yeah, but yeah, be the front runners on that market. I mean, if there's nobody else doing it,
I
then
think we're, but it's just so much planning.
So much. We're already doing 55 this year, and now we've got to do more.
Right now, like I said, I need to finish getting ready for AwesomeCon and stuff like that.
Oh my goodness!
I'm working on cosplay, so
yeah.
It's something I do often, but when I fall in love with a certain character or franchise, I really want to do it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. What is your personal favorite convention to attend?
Oh my god, there's so many.
I'm here to ask the tough questions. That's why I'm here.
Wait, can you give me a second? I need to fix my hair because my thing is falling apart.
Okay. Go. All right. We'll just don't forget to definitely check out all of Miss Bamba's social media and everything, and of course Sonicboombox's. It's Sonicboombox on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and they even have a Twitch channel, I believe. And Miss Bamba has all of the social media as well, so definitely check her out. And I'll wait for her to come back once she's fixed her hair.
I just had to fix
She's
my
back.
hair.
There she is. I was just doing a plug for all your social media stuff. So, your favorite convention to attend?
I would say it's one that we don't work with. It's MagFest, which is in DC. That's my favorite one. It has video games, new and old, and music.
Okay.
And I love that con. I would never want to work with them because I just love going as a attendee. Yeah.
It is that double-edged sword, isn't it? Where you love something so much that you don't want to ruin it for yourself.
Yeah. Like, and I guess that's when I was talking to you about that. Every year we have other cons reaching out to us, and there's a con that reached out for us for 2020 and the same weekend as MagFest, and I'm like,
uh-oh.
I would love to, but it's doing MagFest.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the only like, it's crazy. Like, this is one of the things about me. Like, I love my friends and like seeing them at cons, but MagFest, I think it's the con where I don't really care if I see anybody because I'm just having so much fun just playing all the video games. I have a 24-hour arcade. I'm just there playing all the video games. I go check out new bands and bands I like at the concert hall they have there. I can just be by myself. Actually, I have been by myself and not see everybody because I just love that con so much. It's, yeah.
I love it.
But it's just so much fun.
It is, yeah. So, you're also a content creator now yourself.
Trying
to be. Miss Bamba is on Twitch. And doing you said you might even be doing a YouTube channel at some point.
Yeah, I was recording some videos, but that's just more work I need to give myself. But I do want to do it. It's we wanted to show behind the scenes of Sonicboombox or us getting ready or us at a con, but it's just more work for me to do.
It's a lot of work.
I do want to know what it takes.
Content creation is a lot of work.
Yeah.
I can't even deal with like 3 Instagram accounts. I'm like, oh, it's too much.
Like right now, I run the Instagram full time. Me and John take turns on Twitter, on Facebook, to answer messages or posts of there. We share that.
Yeah.
Then I have the emails. Then we're creating all the graphics.
Yeah.
Meetings, coming up with ideas, prepping for a con. That's just me and him doing. I mean, and then if we have to start making videos, and then there's me streaming. I love streaming, but then I'm just like sitting here and not looking at emails. And John's like, I will have John text me during my stream and like, hey, can you check this email? And I'm like,
I'm busy killing people on Splatoon.
Yeah,
I'm playing PUBG. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you play PUBG in a long time, actually.
I haven't played PUBG. No, I've been playing a lot of APAX lately.
Oh.
But yeah, I was just trying to find a balance for everything. But I really do want to create some like videos for people to check out because, like I said earlier, we have had people that have been going to our events, and from there they started their own nerdy companies. So it's just maybe somebody else get inspired because, to be honest, I don't know how long we can do this for.
Yeah, you're like, I need to retire.
Not that
soon.
we're not going to keep doing it, but it's just me and John are going to get married. Maybe after that, I might have a baby.
Yeah.
We're just going to be working more in development for an event than running an event.
You'll have your lackeys that go out and do all the grunt work for you, and you're the puppeteer behind the scenes.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the next thing.
Yeah.
Like us just developing an event for our company and let them run it after that.
Sure.
Because me and John are planning to get married and then probably having a kid or two.
Yeah, of course.
And I don't think I can run around.
You've already got 2 kids, though. Don't forget.
Yeah, oh yeah, you kind of see them here in the background. This is John's cat, Maestro, and there's Tetsu here. My pug.
The pug.
Yeah.
Pug life.
Yeah, but I guess that's something that we talk about because we're just not business partners, but we're engaged, and there's something we have to think about.
Yeah, a wedding to plan as well.
Exactly.
Is it gonna be a cosplay wedding?
A lot of people said that. Like, no, I don't think it's gonna be a cosplay wedding.
No, you just do the regular.
Not too regular, but it's gonna be fun.
A fun. Oh, all right, okay.
Be a fun
So,
wedding.
like a traditional with a twist.
Yes.
There you go. So hang on. Blah, blah, blah. What? Yeah. So, Twitch. We've been streaming on Twitch. We've established a little play date every week. And I know we like to play Splatoon together. On your channel, twitch.tv/MsBamba. But what other kind of games do you like to play? Like, I know you're a gamer at heart, so like, what kind?
Splatoon.
Well, yeah, at the moment, yeah.
Well, lately I've been playing a lot Apex. So I do like a lot of shooters. I think that's why I like Splatoon. I also like to play a lot of RPGs. Kingdom Hearts is one of my favorite franchises.
I watched that stream and you cried through most of
Oh
it.
yeah, that just skin and I saw the opening. I just got so emotional.
Yeah, it was quite something to behold. It was great. I didn't cry through my Kingdom Hearts stream. Well, I nearly cried at some points because it was quite difficult. But
yeah, I love Kingdom Hearts. But, yeah, there's like different franchises that I love. Don't Cry. I still need to play it, but I haven't had time to play the new one. Gears of War is my favorite shooter.
That's the thing. There's too many good stuff. There's too many good things coming out all the time at the moment. I feel like it's something really big and really good, like every week at the moment. I just can't keep up. I'm not finishing anything. I'm like, oh, I'll play it, and until the next thing comes out, and then I'm just like, next, like.
Yeah, because I got a Switch, and I mostly play Splatoon, but I did get a lot of games for it, but I haven't touched them because...
Well, that's the same thing. Splatoon is crazy, for me, it's crazy addictive, and like, I've had that game since it came out, like, what, a year and a half ago? I have got loads of games for my Switch, but the main one that I always go back to is Splatoon. Especially because most of my friends play it, and then we've made friends, we've played together on stream, and now we've made friends that play it, you know? So it's like, it's a nice little community that plays Splatoon, and it's fun. Like, nobody takes it too seriously. That's as, you know.
It reminds me of when Xbox first came out, and we had game chat. I met a lot of people through game chat.
Yeah.
But now people don't use game chat, they use party chat because they want to talk just to their friends, so you don't really get to talk to new people.
Yeah.
But when Xbox first came out, they only had game chat, so you had to listen to the people in the. Well, I ended up making friends through that.
Yeah.
But now I haven't really talked. I don't do game chat anymore. I just do party chat because I talk to my friends on the party chat.
Yeah.
I haven't met anybody, but playing Splatoon with you. When we stream it, there'll be people come in and like, oh, they want to join.
We've had some positive and slightly weird experiences.
Yeah.
With putting people on stream. We're always a little bit wary now, like before we put them live.
Yeah.
Do you remember the kid that was like screaming at his parents because they turned the Wi-Fi off? We were like just playing and that was like really awkward and he was like, Mom! Why did you turn the Wi-Fi off? I was crying laughing.
So yeah, but we've met a lot of amazing people.
We have met some amazing people through it, but we have met some, yeah. Anyway, skipping over that. You kind of already answered this question, but where do you like how? would you want to expand? Oh no, we didn't do that. No, we did that already. Sorry. What advice would you give to someone that's looking, like you say, you've inspired a lot of other people to create their own companies like Sonicboombox, and what kind of advice would you give to someone that was looking to get into that field of setting up convention parties, or into hospitality of that kind?
I would say to just have fun. It's not going to be like a success. Not everybody's going to be happy with you, but do it for the people that make them happy, because we have parties where people are so picky with the music, and or they don't like a certain thing, or like, oh, why you pick this venue, it's so expensive, or somebody's always going to say something. And I mostly do it for the people that enjoy it, or
Yeah.
also don't think it's going to be like an overnight success, or just don't take it too serious. Just do it because you love it.
Yeah.
I guess also the same thing, like when you see cosplayers that just want to do it just because they want to be famous, but people don't gravitate to that. You see the cosplayer that works so hard on their craft, and they just do it because
they
love
enjoy
it.
it. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's ultimately what, especially in these kind of situations, that's what shines through. If somebody's doing it because they want fame, or with these cosplayers, or people doing stuff like that, it doesn't come off as authentic, and people don't, like you said, they don't gravitate towards things like that. They're just like, no. So yeah, I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah, like I said, we do it because it makes us so happy to see people interact with each other and have somewhere they can have fun and be nerdy or dress up, because where else are you going to do that? like where else would you go and listen to Dragon Ball music remix and dance
in a
to
club
it?
and dance like crazy person?
Yeah, and I think that's the main reason why me and John do it, because like we met through so many amazing friends through running Sonicboombox, and it really makes us happy just to see people happy. And it doesn't, sometimes we don't break even at all when we do our events, but to us it's just the last thing we always say to each other: as long as people have fun, that's all that matters. Like, people don't see a lot of like behind the scenes, like we might be arguing with a manager or somebody, like, oh, we didn't want this, we want this, we want to make sure the fans are happy.
Yeah.
And I think the thing that me and always John agree with is, as long as the fans are happy, nothing else matters. Like, somebody can say our parties suck, or they don't like the DJ, but I'm like, I see all these people dancing. I don't know what you're talking about.
And you can't please everybody in every situation. I mean, it's different.
When I started working with John, it would make me sad, because I was like, oh no. But the more I've done it, I'm like, some people just pick everything, and there's nothing you can do
There's
about
nothing
it.
you can do. No.
Like, yeah. So also, don't take it personal. Don't, if people say that your event sucks, it's fine. But if you see people coming and returning to your events, then that's worth it, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People vote with their feet. So,
yeah.
Exactly.
And like I said, as long as you're happy with the outcome, then anybody else can tell you suck. Then that doesn't matter, because as long as you're happy and proud of your work, that's really what tops it off, to be honest.
Definitely. I think that goes for everything in life, isn't it? As long as you're proud of what you're doing, then forget about everybody else, So
yeah, because I could personally say, like, I'm not saying that, I'm just saying that if something happened to me, like if I pass away, like tomorrow, I'm happy with everything Sonicboombox has accomplished, because I think everything that we have done in the past, I will be proud for that, my name being on it, and that's the last thing people will look at. I'm like, oh shit, that's the last thing they're gonna look at. I'm proud of that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Excellent.
I'm not dying.
You're not dying. You're like, no.
I'm not dying.
No.
I'm very proud of all the work we've done, and I can just say I could just die in peace and not worry.
But you're not going to, because you've got a wedding to plan, and you've got to come and visit me at Disneyland Paris. So okay, like, we're gonna do quick fire questions, quick fire round. So this is the quick fire round. So I wrote out some questions, and I just want you to like answer quickly and honestly.
Okay.
Are you ready? Will you accept this challenge, Cindy?
Can I drink some more water? Hold on.
Okay, have some water. Right, we'll have a drink. We'll get ready.
Okay.
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 Favorite color?
Black.
Describe yourself in a hashtag.
Mexican. Hashtag Mexican.
Best advice you could give your teenage self?
Do whatever makes you happy.
Your favorite app?
iTunes.
Your favorite video game of all time?
Gears of War.
Your favorite movie of all time?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
The favorite anime of all time?
Dragon Ball.
Favorite music of all time?
Metal.
What are you listening to right now?
Black Dahlia Murder.
Ooh. 3 words that best describe you.
Too caring. Too caring. Lazy.
You've only got one more. Too caring is 2 words.
Oh.
Caring.
Oh, okay.
Caring. Okay, right. Caring. Lazy.
Lazy and hardworking.
Okay, right. What is the best dish that you know how to make?
Rice with spam, with sunny side up egg and spam.
That sounds good.
That's John's favorite.
When I come over for dinner, you're making that. Something underrated that you are obsessed with.
Something underrated about me, or
no, something underrated, like like a band or like a movie or something that like you love, but like not many people love it.
Collecting figures.
Okay.
There's not a lot of people.
You have a lot of figures. We didn't even touch on the figures. Like, we'll pause with this. Like, you have quite the collection. If you are watching this on YouTube or on Twitch, like, you can see that there is quite the collection, and it goes on for miles.
Yeah, it doesn't look that like it goes a lot long, but it's a pretty long haul right here.
You can see it, that you posted pictures of it on your like Instagram and stuff. Like, you see the whole sort of like collection.
I know people are into collecting like anime figures and stuff like that, but I'm really into designer figures.
Designer toys.
Designer toys. Which they could be really expensive.
Oh yeah.
And there's only like one more other person that I'm friends with that is really into them, which is Liven. And
yeah.
I got him into it.
Yeah.
And I feel bad because he spends a lot of money now.
And you're to blame.
Into designer toys. I do have a pretty good and old collection, but I feel bad introducing people into because they spend a lot of money. And,
you're not getting me into it. I haven't got enough room.
Yeah.
I started an amiibo collection because of a friend of mine, and now like it's like taken over my life. Like, it's horrific. My amiibo obsession.
Yeah, that too. So I'm just really, that's why I never got into Funko Pops, because I know it will probably into another dark collecting obsession. So
it's a dark slippery slope of the Funko Pop.
I have very few, and a lot of them are presents from friends, or just because it's a very kind of coveted item that I really want. Like, I can show you, like, actually I organize my figures by what I really like. Like, right here I have some of my favorite ones. So these are all my childhood stuff. Like, I love The Simpsons. I love McDonald's. So I have this Ron English figure right here.
Uh-huh.
I love Hello Kitty. I love I grew up with the Looney Tunes, so I have Looney Tune characters here.
Mm-hmm.
We have Mortal Kombat. It's one of the games I grew up with.
Uh-huh.
Mom is amazing at Mortal Kombat. I watch.
What?
That's how I got into video games because it's my mom.
Oh,
I will watch.
really?
Yeah, and that's why I have this one. She's so good at this game. It's crazy.
I love that. Is she
So
going to be picking up Mortal Kombat 11 though?
maybe. I'll see what
What?
about it. Maybe I'll have my mom on the stream beating everybody up.
Oh my god, I want to
So
see your mum streaming.
she's so good at Mortal Kombat. It's crazy. I watched her beat Super Mario when it was out back in the day.
Uh-huh.
Um, I guess I can show you this one. I really look up to this guy.
Uh-huh.
The Funko Pop that came out of him, which is crazy. His name is Hindi. He created a Secret Base, which is a toy store in Tokyo for a lot of designer toys.
Oh, okay.
And they came out with a Funko. So when I went to Japan, they had this in the store, and I bought him and his, because this is what he dresses like. He dresses like he's a McDonald's character. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah.
He looks like
So they had
Ronald
one
McDonald.
in the Joker colorway. So he's dressed like the Joker colors.
Oh, okay.
That's also a dream of. That's like a personal goal of mine is to have my own toy store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's
Well,
something
I know where I'll be shopping. I
yeah.
love toy stores.
That's one of my personal goals is to have my own toy store. So
What would you call your toy store? Do you have a name for it?
I had a couple of names for it. But I'm not sure. They sound funny.
Well, yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait until the grand opening.
Yeah, we'll wait till I actually announce it.
Yeah, exactly. That's yeah. We don't want to
That's one of my dreams to have my own toy store,
own toy store.
collectibles,
In like high end stuff like you collect.
high end and also low tier stuff, but also somewhere for high end design, like high end toys to be shown because we have a couple stores here in New York, but the person that I really looked up to too was Kid Robot. They used to do so many fun events
Yeah.
for the fans, but they shut down a couple years ago. So
Yeah, they used to have a store in London. I used to go to the Kid Robot store all the time in London. I have some of their, because I used to wear their t-shirts and stuff. Like, had the t-shirt and stuff.
yeah, I love what they did, and
Yeah.
they just focus now more on online.
That's a shame, because I even went to their store in LA when I was in LA the first time. I made sure, because I really wanted to go. So I was like, I need to go there. And because I wanted to go to Tokidoki and Kid Robot, because they were close to each other. They were, is it Melrose? It was,
Yes, on Melrose.
So they were like almost opposite each other on Melrose, and I was like, I need to go there. So I got my friend to take me there, and it's that's a shame that they're focusing more on online stuff now.
Online and cons. They have always a booth at a con.
Oh yeah, I mean I've seen them at the cons and stuff. I had to go to Kid Robot. Why did I have to go to Kid Robot? Somebody sent me while I was at San Diego Comic Con because I was working on the udon booth, and they were like, I want this. It was like a Hello Kitty like French fries thing.
Yeah. I know what you're
It
talking
was
about.
really cute, and it was like a con exclusive, and he sent me over there to try and pick it up for him, but it was sold out already. So
Aww.
it was gone, but I think he managed to find it on eBay afterwards. You know, like all these con exclusives, they all end up on eBay straight away. It's crazy the amount of stuff that like, and they mark it up. Like we had the pins. They were like blind bag pins for Street Fighter, on the udon booth, and there was like an evil Ryu and a pink Chun-Li chase pin. They were quite rare, and it was only like the third day of the con, and they were already on eBay for like, because it was like a $10 blind bag draw, and they were already on eBay for like $100. We were like, what?
Damn.
Crazy.
For collectibles, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it is crazy. Okay, right, we'll jump back into our questions. Okay, do you have any allergies?
no.
If you weren't working for Sonicboombox, what would you be doing?
Either still working in fashion or working for my parents.
Okay. What is your wake-up ritual?
Wake up ritual?
Yeah.
I usually just lay in bed and look at my emails on my phone because my dog is usually sleeping next to me. And I just stay with him in bed till I have to get up.
What's your go to bed ritual? Same thing, but in reverse.
No, actually, usually take off my makeup. That way I don't break out. But I usually don't sleep. It's so weird. I usually go to sleep when John
I never sleep.
John usually I go to sleep when John goes to work. So usually he gets up. I say, "Oh, good morning." We have breakfast, and I take off my makeup, and then I just lay in bed.
Perfect.
Hi, honey. Good day at work.
What's the nicest thing that anybody has ever done for you?
Because of Sonicboombox, or just a friend in general?
Anybody, like parents or friends or.
Actually, one of our friends recently, she went to Canada because she's a dancer. So she went to perform, and she knows I collect a bunch of these figures. And she saw a toy store. She went in, and she's like, "Oh, look! It kind of looks like your apartment." And I could tell from that short video, there was this one figure I really wanted, and I told her, "Could she please get it for me? Because it's sold out, and the only way to get it was on eBay, and I did not want to pay all that money for it.
Yeah.
Very limited."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, asking, "Can you please ask them how much they're selling it for?
Yeah.
And if it's reasonable, then I'll Venmo you the money, and can you get it for me?" So she did get it for me, but she ended up just paying for it and not letting me pay for it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a true friend.
I was like, "Oh."
That's cute. Yeah. What was the figure of?
I can basically show you. I don't have it yet, but it's basically this.
Okay. What is it?
One of my favorite artists, especially from like when Kira first started, she used to do a lot of figures, but she doesn't do that many anymore. She focused on prints and stuff. So it's basically this figure.
Okay.
But 8-inch version of it.
Oh, a larger version. Okay.
Yeah, and there were only 100 of them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it sold out right away on the website, and
I'm not surprised. Those things go so quick.
Yeah, it was originally $80, and now I think on eBay it's like $500, and now $500 for.
That's ridiculous.
Figure, but the store in Canada was only selling for $120, and I was like, fine. And then she's like, "I'll pay for it." I was like,
"Oh, that's so nice."
Thank
Tear.
You. Yeah, that's the most recent nicest thing.
There you go. That was a cute story. What's the best piece of advice you've received?
Man, best advice. I guess just do your own thing.
Yeah. That's a good bit of advice. Do your own thing.
Yeah, just do your own thing.
Do your own thing.
Don't
worry
think what other people are doing or think about you. Just do your thing.
Okay, we're getting personal now. So, what was the last text you sent?
Oh, to John, just like, "Don't call me now."
Don't call me, I'm busy.
Yeah.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Okay. Short and sweet. There we go. I thought you were going to elaborate. 3 things you can't live without.
Iced coffee. I cannot live with iced coffee. I actually have one right here. But I'm trying to drink more water. So I'm drinking what? Iced coffee.
Iced coffee is one.
My Valentina. Actually have it right here. I love my Valentina. I have this bottle with me all the time on my desk. Eating a snack I have my house with me. I did not plan this. This is right here. I have my mom's car because if we're going out, we eat. I have the bottles with me.
That's perfect. That's too perfect.
And I guess my phone.
Okay. So not John, your fiance. Okay, I just
No, it's okay.
hot sauce over the fiance. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Iced
No.
coffee, hot sauce
well.
over the fiance. What is the latest TV show you have binged?
High school girl. High
Okay.
school girl.
Cool. Good choice.
That counts. Still on Netflix.
Yeah. I loved it. I really loved that show. It was
Yeah, we
fantastic.
watch that kind of stuff.
What is your favorite Instagram account to follow?
Fenty Beauty.
What's that?
That's Rihanna's makeup brand,
Okay.
and I just love watching all the makeup looks they do with her makeup because I own a lot of the makeup, but the creative director for Fenty Beauty besides Rihanna is Priscilla, and I love that she's Mexican and
Okay.
she like, does a lot of looks that could cater to me.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, so I love watching that, looking at that Instagram account because I can try new things, and I just love Rihanna.
Just love
Yeah.
Rihanna. There we go. Marvel or DC?
Oh,
You have to pick one. One's got to go.
one has to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, like, if you only could watch and read and have content from one for the rest of your life, and the other one was just gone forever, which one do you choose?
I'll choose DC.
Oh, oh, shh, Spidey, shh, don't listen.
I love Batman. I don't know if you can tell, but I have a bunch of Batman.
I do
figures
love
here.
Batman as well.
I love Batman, and I guess that's the character that I would really just
Yes.
read nonstop. That's the only reason I actually still like DC's because of Batman.
There you go.
And it did come out with amazing Batman games for.
The games were good. They were
Yeah.
very good.
I love Batman, so I'll pick DC.
Okay. Talking of superheroes, what superpower would you want?
Strength.
Strength. Okay. Any reason?
Just because a lot of things I do involve me being active, and if I could just carry a lot of stuff, I could do so much.
I could get so much more done in my day. Like,
Like moving stuff or building stuff, I could just
yeah.
I do telepathic because then everything can float.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you had like you could just lift it off the ground with your mind. Like, is
Telekinesis.
strength your final answer or telekinesis now?
Telekinesis.
Okay, telekinesis it is. I'll put you down for that one. Who is your go-to for a good laugh?
Oh, my friend Alex. He's also one of my bridesmaids.
Oh yeah.
I met him on the line of the first Avengers movie.
Oh really?
We met on the line, and after that we just always talk.
Just been best friends ever since.
Yeah.
That's awesome. There you go. What is the best gift you have ever received? We kind of touched on this, but maybe it was the thing that your friend bought back from Canada for you, but or
I guess if we can change the story. If we want a different story, best gift, I guess I can say I guess my doggy.
your dog.
Yeah. Actually, I got him as a present for my then boyfriend, but then we broke up, so he gave him to me because I really love him. So
Aww.
here, I still have it.
Sleeping. Bless him.
Yeah, he's actually snoring.
Is he?
Yeah.
Little-
Okay, Mom. I heard this story so many times.
Who is your celebrity crush?
Jordan Gordon-Levitt.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's so cool. I think he's so talented.
He is
I just
cool.
He's so creative. I love his quirkiness, and I grew up watching 30 Rock, so
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So okay. What's your favorite animal?
Pug.
Pugs?
Yeah, I love pug.
Pugs.
Yeah.
What is your favorite fast food?
McDonald's.
Oh.
McDonald's. I ate McDonald's last night.
I see. I love McDonald's, and a lot of people are like, oh, McDonald's,
Yeah,
but
I
the,
get that a lot.
where I lived, where I grew up, I didn't grow up with McDonald's at all. Like the nearest one was, I guess, like maybe an hour away from my house, and so I sort of grew up seeing it as sort of a luxury item that you only had like once every like 6 months, you know.
Yeah.
And so I love it. When I moved to civilization, I'm still like, oh yeah, McDonald's. But
Yeah,
my mum's still the same. She loves it. Like when she comes and visits me here and stuff, she's like, oh, can we go to McDonald's? I'm like, yeah, okay.
I love McDonald's.
Yeah, I
I'm
do. I
a
do.
little Ronald McDonald figure here.
There we go. Both me and MsBamba are open for sponsorship from McDonald's. Thank you very much. Just for the free food.
Yeah. I'll take a Happy Meal too.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I love that. Oh, happy! Don't get me going on Happy Meals because I love the toys. I used to collect the toys. Like,
I know. I'm so sad. I don't have a lot of them. My mom got rid of them.
well, I've still got. I think like a whole set of like they did like Mr. Men. Do you have Mr. Men in the States?
No, I don't know what it is.
Okay, they're like books for kids, and they're like moral things. So there's like Mr. Bump and Mr. Rush and Mr. Nosy, and they like tell a story about each one. So Mr. Bump's like telling you to be careful and look where you're going and stuff like that. But they're all like they're very cute.
Educational.
And they're very sweet, and they did a whole there's like 50 of them, and they did like a whole set of them in McDonald's a few years back, and we managed to sort of get all of them between me and my mum. We managed to get all of them, yeah. But I think like we were going in at the end, and we were just like, "Can I have blah blah blah?" And we just paid because I think it was like £1 or something per toy, so we were just like, we need that one, that one, that one, and that one, to complete the set. So but we still have them, and I think they're worth quite a lot of money now, so I'll check that out on eBay. Where were we? Favorite animal was favorite fast food. Okay, do you speak any other languages?
Sí, yo hablo español.
And anything else?
No, I try to learn Japanese, but I can't remember anything.
Like, konnichiwa.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Arigato sumasen. Yeah.
Olengi desu ka? Which means how are you?
Yeah.
After that, I don't know how to answer anything.
Yeah, exactly. You just go and nod. Yeah. What's your favorite candy?
Favorite candy? Oh, a Starburst.
Starburst?
Yeah,
Oh, they are good.
I love Starburst.
They used to be in England. They used to be called opal fruits.
Opal?
Yeah, they were. And there was a big national outcry when they actually finally changed them and came in line, because a lot of our English candy bars, as you would say, or like chocolate bars, or like sweets, as we would say, they changed they had different names in England. So like a Snickers was called a marathon bar.
Oh,
And then
crazy.
they changed it, so it was Opal Fruits was Starburst and Marathon was Snickers. And then at one point they changed it to come in line with all the rest of the international candy. And England were like, no, they didn't want it. But I mean, it's been like that. It's been like that for 20 years now. So I think most people have forgotten about it. But yeah, I'm still of the generation. I still remember them as Opal Fruits. So Opal Fruits.
Whoa.
So there you go.
Okay.
So your favorite in England, your favorite in the 80s, they were called Opal Fruits. There you go. So, bit
Sounds
of trivia.
so weird.
It does sound weird. Now it sounds weird to me as well because I know them as Starburst, but it is very strange. What's your favorite food?
Favorite food? I love tacos.
I love tacos. They're really good.
Tacos are so good.
Tacos
I
are
want
really
tacos now.
And now you're talking about it's making me hungry. So
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly whip off of that subject because I'm starving. What's your favorite drink? Any kind of drink, like alcoholic or like if you could only drink one thing for the rest of your life.
It's oh man, ooh. I'll
Well,
be drunk my whole life.
well, yeah, but.
I like Coronas, but if I get more specific, there's a drink called Michelada that I really like,
Uh-huh.
which is clam juice, tomato juice, and hot sauce with a rim of salt.
Uh-huh.
So I love that drink.
Ooh, sounds
Uh,
good. Do you believe in aliens?
yes. Ghost, I believe it's aliens.
I believe in it. Okay. Chicken or beef?
Beef.
Okay. What is your favorite season?
Seasoning or like
No, season like spring, summer,
fall.
fall. What's your favorite board game?
There's this game we call it lottery. Uh, We call it loteria, but it's called lottery when you translate it to English,
Uh-huh.
which is kind of like bingo, but in
Okay.
Spanish.
Cool.
It has like little characters on it, so instead of saying number, you say the characters, and then you put the little things on it.
Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds good. What is your current obsession?
My current obsession, trying to work out more. I like been doing a lot of yoga, and it's good because I because I'm always active. It's good to just stretch out my muscles. So I've been doing a lot of yoga, but
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to always fit it into my schedule. I do it at home, and I'm just trying to take classes because I feel like getting more out of it when I go to the class and the instructors tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Because when I do it at home, I'm like, I think I'm doing this right. Like, stretching.
I think I'm doing it all right. It's
Try
fine.
not to hurt myself, but I do like stretching my body a lot because it relaxes me, and I feel like I do get doing the events, my muscles tensed up, and also like just thinking about everything, I get sometimes stressed out. So get to just like relax and also meditate. So I've been doing that a lot at home, but I should leave my apartment because I do everything here. I work here. Like, John comes,
Yeah.
my dog's here.
What's your favorite movie quote?
Uh,
Or a TV quote? You can give me a TV one as well. Just a favorite quote from something that you always say.
a dream is a wish that hasn't been come true.
Ah.
It's from Cinderella.
Okay, well, which brings me on to my next one, is Disney or DreamWorks?
Oh, Disney.
I knew. I don't even know why I was going to ask that. What job would you be terrible at?
Oh, English teacher.
Why?
I'm horrible at spelling.
Everything's got
also have,
autocorrect now.
yeah, that's why we don't need. Not kidding. We do need English teachers. Please teach the kids. English as an English teacher or something with grammar, I'll be horrible at which something that I still have problems with. Like I always slow down to check my emails to make sure they make sense because I feel like I misspell a lot of things or I just sound like gibberish.
Just writing rubbish, like
Yeah.
yeah. I'm a little bit the same as you with that. I always have to double check everything before I send it out because I'm a rambler as well. I tend to ramble, as you probably noticed listening to this podcast. Are you always early or late?
Personally, late. Like when it's like running me friends, I'm always like running late. But when it's work, I'm always super early.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're professionally early but personally late.
Yeah, I'm like I'll be there like 20 minutes later, and then just like an hour. I'm sorry, guys. But for work, I'm like hours early, and I'm like, okay, is this done? Is this done? It's just two different worlds.
How do you like to relax?
Just listening to music and watching YouTube videos, and drinking iced coffee and eating chips.
With your hot sauce.
Yeah, hot sauce. Yeah. It's always here. It's always here.
It's always by your side. You're never gonna.
It is.
Okay. Walking or Uber?
Oh, walking. I actually like walking.
Okay. What is your dream car?
Dream car. Oh my god. A Mustang.
Ooh.
I I think this is the reason why I don't drive, because I love watching like a car and chase chases races, like street races and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, and I'm like, if I had
Do
a
you like
car,
Formula One and stuff?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Because my family is like on my mum's side, her husband runs like a Formula One school
Wow.
in
I would
England.
like to watch like on YouTube. You can find this on YouTube. You can watch like people um drifting and stuff like that,
Yeah.
like street races that they're not supposed to be doing.
Oh, see, like, because I've been out on the track with Bill, and we were taking corners at like 120. I thought I was gonna die. Like, I've never been so scared in my life. But I mean, he's a fantastic driver. But I was just like, it was proper white knuckle, like, because it just takes the corners, like, and you drift, like, it's
Yeah,
so scary. But
I like fast cars.
fast cars. There you go.
Yeah,
We'll have to go and stop by England then, and he'll take you out. We'll try and get him to take you out when you finally make it out this way. What is your favorite holiday?
favorite holiday. Um, I guess I would say Christmas. So that, like, that's another reason for me to give. I mean, I give people presents, my friends, but sometimes I feel like not all of them, but a lot of my friends sometimes feel uncomfortable because I just give them stuff and like, oh, you just randomly giving me stuff. I'm such a giving person. It's so weird. But for Christmas, I can just go all out and there's
No, you could just hide behind the ruse of this is what I'm supposed to be doing, everybody.
yeah, yeah,
You're not allowed to feel awkward because it's Christmas.
yeah.
Tough.
It's like, here, take it.
Enjoy.
Yeah, I
So
like Christmas.
Christmas and the food as well, obviously, is a good thing at Christmas too. Food, drink, and holiday movies as well. I know probably the answer because you already touched on this earlier, but Star Wars or Star Trek?
Oh, Star Wars.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. What's your favorite book?
Favorite book. Oh my god. Actually, I love the series of Unfortunate Events.
Oh, yeah, I've read those books. They're really good.
I'm not too much of a reader, and I think that's the only series that I really got into. I mean, I read comic books,
You
but
didn't do
like,
the Harry Potters?
no,
What? I thought you would
no,
have been all over Harry Potter.
no. I mean, I like the movies, but I guess I got really into the Unfortunate Events series. I just love the story of it, and
It was good, yeah.
I usually read comic books,
Okay.
not too many books.
So what would your favorite comic book be then?
My favorite comic book would be probably the Marvel Zombie series.
Uh-huh.
I think I have almost all of them, and that's like my favorite comic book to read, just because it was fun and different to see the heroes being zombies.
The undead.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
What's your favorite city?
Favorite city, New York.
New York, New York.
Yeah,
Of course.
I've been so many places and been so blessed to travel everywhere with Sonicboombox, but also with my previous job, I've traveled internationally a lot. But
Yeah.
I don't know, just New York, just everything is here to be honest, and I love it. And second will be Japan.
Okay. What is your favorite fictional character?
Oh, favorite fictional character, Batman.
The Bat.
He can do anything.
Um,
He's so smart.
He's so smart. He's so smart. He's so rich.
Yeah, that's it.
There you go. He's rich. He's smart. You're sold.
He's Batman.
And he's Batman. So yeah, you can't really argue with that. What is a franchise that everybody loves but you just can't get into?
Star Trek.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say anything bad about Trekkie, so sorry, guys.
Where is a place that you'd like to visit that you've never been?
I would love to visit Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. I've been through Hong Kong, but I haven't ever like actually left the airport. I've like landed there a few times, but I've never actually left. I really
And
want
then I
to
have to go to Disney.
go. Basically, anywhere there's a Disney.
Yeah,
Yeah. Shanghai, Tokyo.
Yeah.
Have you been to Shanghai?
No, I really want to go to Shanghai, Hong Kong, and Paris.
Yeah, there you go. The world tour starts
Yeah.
next year.
That's the only reason I want to go to those places. Because the Disney parks are there.
I don't want to go to Paris. Oh, disgusting. Oh, they've got Disney. Oh, yeah, sign me up. I'm there.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you have a tattoo?
Yes, I have a tattoo here in my back. It's skull wings and a sugar skull in the center.
There you go. And final question. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Just having fun. Probably have a kid.
Or two?
Or two.
Or 5? You never know.
Yeah, just
Loads of pugs.
yeah. Oh my god, I wish I could have more pugs. Oh my god.
So 1 kid, 15 pugs.
Yeah. Just I hope being happy and just doing what I love doing and with the people I love.
Perfect. What a
Yeah.
good way to end. There you go. Just want to say, do you want to say anything else before we sign off on this?
Thank you everybody for watching. Make sure you check out Sonicboombox first, and then you can check me out.
Yeah.
Because I'm always busy doing Sonicboombox. I feel like I'm not creating too much of my content, but when I am, you can find me on Twitch with Pete.
Yeah. We're
Follow
streaming
Pete.
buddies.
That way we could do a meet and greet.
You and this meet and greet, you're like obsessed with doing a meet and greet with me, and I'm like, absolutely not. There's no way. Nobody wants to meet and greet with me. I will be dropping all of MsBamba and Sonicboombox's social media links in the description below. Hopefully I will be able to work out. You might be listening to this on Spotify or Deezer or one of those other streaming services. If I manage to work out how to get that to work. This is my very first podcast. I just want to say a massive thank you to MsBamba for being my very, very first host on my first podcast. We've been talking about this for such a long time, haven't we?
I was telling you to do it. I was like, just do it.
I know, and it was all coming down to the name. I just didn't know what to call the name. The name may change, but at the moment it's called the Petefighter Podcast. There you go. I was just like, go simple. I can't think of anything else right now. I think I was trying to be too clever, and I was overthinking things. So, thank you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media. Don't forget to follow this lovely lady on all of her social media. I'm going to do it like you can't really see what I'm doing, but I am pointing at you right now because you're next to me. Don't forget to follow her on all of her social media, and of course Sonicboombox. I will be dropping links in the descriptions below for all you guys. Thank you so much. One last word from MsBamba before we leave.
Just come party. Come party with me.
Let's party like it's 2020. Oh no, it's not quite. Next year's 2020. I was a year early.
Oh yeah, I was like, wait.
Yeah, I was like, what? Hang on, what? I was going to say 1999, but then that was like, it's definitely it. 2019. There you go. Let's party like it's 2019. Okay, thank you so much for listening to the very first Pete. I can't even speak. No. Take 5. Thank you so much for listening to the Petefighter Podcast, and thank you so much, MsBamba, and don't forget to check us out on Twitch and everywhere else. And
Thank you,
hopefully
guys.
we'll see you at a convention soon. If you see one of us, come and say hi to us.
Yeah.
You'll probably see MsBamba more than you'll see me, but definitely come and say hi to her. Give her a hug.
Yeah. Don't be scared. I'm very nice.
She's very nice. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Now